good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are right now. So actually, I have received a lot of questions from the people who have already subscribed in my channel, which is as far as this scholarship. So regarding the links I usually send in the group, so a lot of people are having doubt on how to apply how to apply for a scholarship using that link. So today I will be explaining to you on how to use the link and apply for a scholarship. Firstly, whenever you go to the channel, this is the channel, for instance, this is like apply link, like this is like Bright Scholarship. So whenever you press it like this, it will take you automatically to your to the site, like to the website. So firstly, before you apply for a scholarship, try to be aware of like you have like your document ready with you. So but each and every scholarship, each and every you can apply for any kind of scholarship. So firstly, you need to scroll down. So whenever you see this kind of advertisement, just leave them alone. This is Kingdom University, that's the CSC Scholarship, that is Chinese government scholarship. So they said applicants are invited to apply for this Kingdom University CSC Scholarship 2026 in China. All international applicants who wants to pursue their masters and PhD. So no, this scholarship is just only for masters and PhD abroad are welcome to apply. Students can apply for the fully funded Chinese government scholarship to study free of cost. That is, it is a fully funded scholarship. These scholarships are available for academic session of 2026/2027. So take note, this says 2026/2027 means like, so whenever you see this, they say applied for Beijing institution. So this one is another separate scholarship. This is not related to this Queen's this thing, University CSC Scholarship. So this one is a separate, so don't go for this. Just keep it and go. Unless if you want to apply for it, you can come back later after completing this application. So now, they said all academic fields and majors are available at the university. That means any kind of course you want to study, it is available in this university. So they said this is your chance to take action in receiving a fully funded master's or doctorate scholarship to study in China has been on your wish list. So you should choose any kind of course you want to study. So, but this Chinese government scholarship, try to remember, there are three categories. You have type A, type B, and type C. Type A, it is like you need to go to your current country, like your country, for instance, now you are from Nigeria, you are from Ghana, India, or whatever. You need to go to the Chinese embassy of your country. So you need to submit your document. They will tell you the required document. This is for type A. For type B, this is the one I'm showing you guys right now. The Chinese type B is like you need to send a request, send a mail to you need to have a supervisor in this kind of scholarship. So you need to talk to the supervisor. You need to like, because you want to do for masters right now. Assuming like you are from pharmacy background, so and you want to do your masters in pharmacology. So you need to go to the university, like this Kingdom University. You need to go to the university site, search for the supervisor, search for the lecturers over there, send them an email, tell them your interest. You can write your motivational letter, your statement of purpose, and everything, mail it to them. So when they agree to accept you, so this is when you will be considered for this scholarship. So there are two different things. This is, you are directly applying to the university. But for you to be eligible for this kind of scholarship, you need to have a supervisor that will guide you, accept. That is what will give you a chance of getting accepted in this kind of scholarship. So that is it. And the final one, which is type C, we are coming to it later, not now. So they said, okay, the type B high-level postgraduate program for 2026 has been formally launched by this. So providing the international and the strong growth, you can go through this. So this is the information about the university. It was founded in what, 1985. It's typically ranked among the 500 worldwide. So that's the ranking of the university. So this is the CWUR ranking. This is globally by US, it is 371. It is placed around 351 to 400 ranking in QS World University ranking. So so whenever you want to apply for a scholarship, I told you, whenever you come to, just come directly here. These are the requirements, these are the eligibility. The university, this is the university name. Secondly, this is what? degree level. What is the degree level? The level of the degree here they are giving is what? Is for masters and PhD. So a bachelor is not eligible for this kind of scholarship. And they said what? Scholarship coverage is what? Fully funded. It is fully funded. That means your monthly expenses will be paid. Your monthly allowance will be paid. Sorry, that's your stipend, your transport, your accommodation, your feeding, your travel, and everything, your books and textbooks and everything will be funded by the university by this scholarship. So eligibility is to all nationalities. That means regardless of where you are, either you are from Asia, you are from Africa, you are from Europe or whatever, you are eligible for this. And the award country, that means the country that gives this scholarship is what? Is China. And the last date for the application of this is February. So take note, February. And don't forget, I told you, you need to send a mail to the university, one of the university lecturers who will be willing to accept to help you to be your guide during your program. So whenever you are doing your research, you are doing your thesis, so he'll be the person in charge. I say he'll be your guide and your mentor. So whenever you come to this is what's up, Guru, don't go to this. This is study pre-Canadian, just skip it. Discovery related topics, just skip it. Go to down. See, this is the financial benefit. So whenever you are applying for a scholarship, even whatever they say, go to the what are the financial benefits and what are the requirements. This is what scholarship is all about. First, they said it's a fully funded awarded, right? They said complete tuition reimbursement during the authorized study period. That means if your master's is like 2 years, so for the whole 2 years they will be paying you. The tuition fee will be paid, your school fees will be paid and everything. University provide on-campus housing. On campus, you have to stay in the campus. Usually a shared apartment. That means like maybe a room of 2, 3, 4, regardless of where you want to stay. And they said, okay, masters receive a monthly allowance. Masters receive a monthly allowance. You have a Chinese currency, they will give you 3,000 of Chinese currency, while in doctorate it is 3,500. So the difference between a master's student and a PhD student is just 500 Chinese currency. So they said all-inclusive health insurance. This includes your health insurance compliant with the Chinese Ministry of Education rules. Then the term of the scholarship was precisely in line with the typical duration specified in the admittance notice. So a student looking for stability, academic resources, and a global recognized degree find this university is an option for you. So that's what they are saying. So what are the requirements for you to apply for this scholarship? Before you can apply for any kind of scholarship, first, jump to are you eligible for the scholarship? First. After that, then check what is the benefit of the scholarship. Then, thirdly, you need to check what are the requirements, what are the documents they require for you to apply for the scholarship. First, they said online application form. You need to fill it online. You don't need to submit your document directly to the university. You need to submit the application online. Academic transcript. That means if you are a bachelor's, you are like in your final year or something, you need to have your transcript starting from your first year, second year, third year, if your course is 3 years, up to fourth year, if your course is 4 years. So now, they said degree certificate. What are the degree certificate like? If you have completed your master's, your BSc, you are going for, if you have completed your BSc, so you need to have your certificate for degree. If you have your master's with you, you are applying for PhD, so you need to use this certificate and just upload it. That is your degree certificate. So then they have passport photograph size. This passport photograph size will be used for your application form. Then the valid passport. You need to have a valid passport. Minimum for 6 months. Minimum of this, any scholarship, like any master's, any scholarship, minimum is 6 months, depending on the country. Because some country will tell you, okay, your master's is 2 years, so you need to have a passport that is valid at least 2 years and above. Some of them, but initially, when loan passport is 6 months. That's the minimum normally wherever you want to go. So you need to have a research proposal. You need to write a research proposal. This research proposal will be sent to your guide, the person you want him to help you, to be your supervisor during your master's or during your PhD thesis. So all those things you need to write a research proposal. What you want to do. Then a detailed CV or resume. You need to have your CV and your resume. So starting from all the experience you have will be in your CV, starting from your working experience, your internship, your fellowship, all certificate you have, only voluntary activities you have done through. So all this helps you a lot in boosting, giving you a chance for getting accepted and giving you a chance for the supervisor to agree to help you in your program. Then two recommendation letters. A recommendation letter should be signed by a professor mostly, or by an associate professor, like an assistant professor, that is a PhD holder in your university, like where you are doing. When you are applying for masters, you need to have like someone who is like a PhD holder, not a master's holder. So it will boost you, it will give you a very high chance of getting accepted. Then we have no criminal record. This non-criminal record usually is required for applying for Chinese government scholarship. It shows like you don't have any criminal offense, like you have not participated in any kind of drugs or any kind of criminal that will stop you from moving abroad, traveling abroad. What are the eligibility criteria? So sorry, what are the eligibility criteria for this? So whenever you are doing it, you see it will be like sending some this thing to you, so you need to be very careful. These are the documents required. What is the what eligibility criteria? What makes you to be eligible for this? Candidate must be non-Chinese national. Non-Chinese national. If you are a Chinese, you are not eligible for this scholarship. In good physical and mental condition. You have to be physically okay and you have to be mentally okay. You don't have any kind of problem in your brain. So applicant for master's degree must be under 35 years of age. If you are applying for master's, make sure you are under 35 years of age and possess a bachelor's degree, and you must have your bachelor's degree. For some university, allow you, you need to be like, make sure, even if you are still studying, you need to make sure that before the starting of the program, you are together with your bachelor's degree. If not, your application will be rejected. Even if they give you the admission, it will be rejected. It will be cancelled automatically because you didn't have the certificate with you. Then all applicant for PhD must be under 34, under 40 years. That means if you're applying for PhD, you must be under 40 years of age and you must have your master's degree. So then for international graduate, candidate must fulfill the academic and linguistic requirement of this university. Academic and linguistic requirement, you need to have English proficiency certificate like that. Only one scholarship may be held by each applicant. You need to have only one scholarship. Holders of two scholarships will be eliminated. So like if you apply for like for instance you have your masters and you have your master's with you, so now you want to go for master's and you want to go for PhD, or you have two scholarships, you apply for a different university and you go apply for another university, you got selected in both of them. So if you are using those two scholarships at the same time and they detect you, they will eliminate you automatically. You will lose both of them. So you have to be very careful. Particularly for PhD applicants, you see, or particularly for PhD, selection chances are greatly increased by strong academic record and early supervisor engagement. You see, they said you have to have a very strong academic, that means in your master's, and you have early supervisor engagement. You have to mail your supervisor that will be willing to help you. Then you have the application deadline. What is the deadline for the application? The last date, if you remember at the top, they said the last date is 1st February. That means we have 1 month exactly left. You have 1 month left. So you need to make it very fast, send a mail to the university, to the supervisor that will be willing. Just check a professor, check what is he published, has he published anything? What are the things he has done in his research work? So try to go on that, make it align with your statement of purpose, motivational letter, send a mail to him, contact him on email, or check him on his LinkedIn, if he's on LinkedIn. If you have access to WeChat, you can contact him on WeChat. So that is the form of communication in China. So when you talk to them and you agree to, willing to help you, so that will give you a very high chance of getting selected. It's hardly for you to get rejected whenever you get this. So now, candidate must apply Chinese government scholarship, that is type B when I told you earlier, via CSC by 10 of March. That means the university closed their application by February, but the Chinese government scholarship, the last date for it is March 10th of March. So after passing the university evaluation, receiving a pre-admission letter. That means you should apply for this after you got selected by the university. That means there are two chances. You need to get selected by the university before you get selected by the Chinese government. Because if you didn't get selected by the university, the Chinese government will not award you with a scholarship. So application will be automatically deemed withdrawn if either of this deadline is missed. If you miss the first deadline for the university, you'll be rejected. If you miss the second line for the listing, getting accepted by university, but you fail to submit it on time for the Chinese government scholarship, that means you get automatically rejected. Academic year is set to start by September. That means you need to complete everything because by September they will start their classes. And admission results are anticipated later in 2026. That means by next year they will send you your acceptance letter for getting this. So this is how to apply. Firstly, in order to obtain a pre-admission letter, before you can get admission letter, that admission from the university, before you apply for Chinese government scholarship, candidate must finish their online application through this. You need to go to the university site, apply for scholarship over there. If they give you, get in touch with the appropriate department or supervisor. So you need to get in touch with the university department and the supervisor that's willing to help you in that. Then before you move to Chinese government scholarship, then that is the first step. After getting selected by the university, then candidate must then submit a separate application to the Chinese government scholarship, that is CSC. So choose program type B. That is, I told you, program type A is it will be nominated by your country, by the embassy in your country. While this one is, you have to apply to the university. After getting selected by the university, then you have to apply for the Chinese government scholarship. Utilizing the agency, this is their agency number. So if you get admission, if you get selected by the university, so now if you come to the Chinese government scholarship, you ask for an agency number. The agency number for the university is 1111065. That is the agency number. After obtaining the university pre-admission, take note. Getting selected by the university doesn't give you an assurance to get selected by the Chinese government scholarship. But getting selected by Chinese government scholarship only tallied with getting selected by the university. If you didn't get selected by the university, so you can never get selected by the Chinese government scholarship. So since judgments are determined following a second CSC evaluation, that is the final judgment, all documents posted to both the platform must be the same. That means since the last evaluation, the first evaluation is by the university, the second evaluation is by the Chinese government scholarship. So that means all your documents you are submitting over there for the Chinese government scholarship by the university to the university has to tally together with the documents submitted in the Chinese government scholarship. So don't go down over here, just stay at this. They say the official link. This is the official link. So we need to press it. It will take us directly to the university. So now, if you go to the university, so now from here, you need to check their criteria and everything. All this information are similar to those informations in this link. So if you come here, so you need to search for the department you want to apply for. This is the scholarship. They also have different kind of scholarships. So now you need to search for the department. For instance, now these are the programs. You need to go to if you are going for masters, for instance, since there is no bachelor, so let's go for masters, graduate. So if you come over here, so they have several kind of courses in their listing. Application for international graduate. So you can go like this. So now from here, but firstly, since we don't want to deal with this, so you can sign your application in 2 ways. Firstly, talk to the international office, or you should go to the department you want to apply for. If you go to the department here, for instance, now let's check what are the programs they've been taught, and make sure the program are being taught in English, because if they are not being taught in English, it's another thing. So advisably, when you come here, before you apply, so you need to do one thing. Just go straight forward. Search for the university. This is the name of this is the university, right? So firstly, what you'll be going to do, you'll be doing is, this is the university. So for instance, now I want to apply for masters in MBA. Let me check, are they doing masters in MBA? This is when I paste it. Sorry. When I paste this. Okay, let me just write it. Window, right? Window University. You see there is science and technology. Okay, let me just choose any kind of course in science and technology. So from there, we will be able to decide on what we want to study in the university. So this is the university site. For instance, now I want to choose like I want to do like I want to do like masters program. Okay, let me select this masters program. So English taught masters program. So when you come to the site over here, so still they brought you back here. So then you go here, they will give you a form or something like that to download that give you a full detail of the university. So now it's downloading, it will take more, a little bit time, the network is still okay, it's done. So now we need to open this. So after we open this, so we need to check what are the courses being taught in the university. So after knowing the courses being taught in this university, it will give us a light on what do you want to study, what do you want to study in the university. Sorry for my this thing. Okay, I think it has already opened. Yeah, it's trying to open. Sorry. Okay. Okay, this is the Chinese. This is the other part of it, and the station clinical pathology. This is degree program. So for the master's program, I think. But this is for MBBS. Don't be confused. This is for MBBS.